7. Sure to go to heaven. Always spotless, clean and neat, as smooth as you'll get.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Watsy's Fantasy Football Show. It is week 27. I'm Watsy, and that is Martin Og. How's you?
What's up, guys? All good?
All good. First of all, last week, buzzing from last week, Vincent. Fantastic. We are at 364 subscribers. Vincent's video got 250 views already. That's more than any other video gets in its first week. So, Vincent, well done. Thank you.
That's not surprising.
Not surprising at all. No crack to you, no?
Nah.
I believe there's a new stadium on the go.
Well, that's
top secret. Top secret.
It's top secret. You fucking blowing it out like that there.
Here,
that is my whole shades and disarray.
That's the beer I was trying to tell Vincent about last week.
Duvel.
8.5% Duvel.
Stinking.
People.
I just call it like I see it, man.
I want to tell everybody our sponsor is Foodie Classics. Obviously, is donating the lovely Escape the Victory print.
I want that. I want that for me, shit.
You're not going to win it because you know what? I'll talk about it in fantasy football.
Oh, what did you want it? Was it a fantasy football thing?
Top monthly praise, top monthly points. Talking of pitches, let's have a wee look at this week's Life's a Pitch.
How about that,
Very good. Thank you, Gareth Christie, who sponsors this segment of the show.
Life's a pitch. We flex for kicks. Where the fucking tidy?
Tagline.
The fucking shite I'm having making this fucking table. No wonder fucking flex for kicks cost what they fucking cost to make. I had to go over that bastard fucking home base and they're not cutting the wood for you. So I had to take the big full fuck off board of MDF out the car park, cut it in the fucking car park. I only brought a wee toot saw. Bastard.
A knife.
The fucking
brought a knife with
the wind was blowing. It was like a fucking one side blowing at me, and the sawdust in my face. I had to keep cutting bits off it to fit it in the car, and my shades covered in paint. It's a fucking
Gareth. You're credit to what you do, Gareth. Obviously, Martin is not the master table builder, but obviously we had Nucky showed us how he built this table last week, and then maybe next week you can show us how you built yours.
Fucking gaps in the joints and everything.
Talking of tables, Chris Morris and his son Jack have stuck their pitch down on a board, and I seen them on Twitter the other day. They have a brand Daly's training wall, and they're out practicing and everything. So Chris and Jack,
Sexy D, keep her lit,
and Sexy B sent them training walls. So, Barry Sez, as we have now called it. So here is Barry Sez.
If you're continually being blocked by one of your opponent's defenders, just clear them out. And then that's you on the attack. Remember, you can only really clear out, I think it's up to 2 players at any one time. Any more than 2, and it's a free kick.
Thank you, Barry. Words of wisdom, as always. Only other thing to do is fantasy.
Everybody's getting something to do in the show, and I don't get nothing to do on it.
Oh, come on. Now, here we go. The old sympathy vote again. What do you want? Hugs. See when this is over.
Everybody gets something special.
When this is over, I'll come around and hug you.
Nothing to do with it. And I would like to just for future shows, just to let everybody know, just to make them all very much aware that I have no creative control over the show.
Did you not create?
That's fair to say. That's fair. No. That's fair to say. I have no creative control over the show.
I tell you what. Next week you can host the show. You can edit. You can host.
No. I wouldn't dream.
I'll sit.
Just as long as everybody knows, I have no creative control.
I'll sit with a fag and I'll
stay deciding what's on it when it comes to booking guests. I just want everybody to know I have no creative control.
Well, you booked this week's guest. Bit of confusion, but you did book them, so
book's quite a strong word.
Right. Let's go fantasy football. See, before we get into fantasy football, Martin, somebody left a comment on the YouTube channel that you remind them of somebody you went to school with in England, but obviously you're not him.
Nah.
So,
I was never at school.
Just want to clear that up.
I will clear that up now. I've never been at school in England. That must have been quite a handsome fella, but I wasn't say that.
He says that the way you smoke and everything, the way you go on, just reminds him of him. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Brad Pitt or somebody.
His armpit.
Still in England, wasn't he?
His armpit. Right, fantasy football. There's no change at the top, Brenton. Actually, you're still top from 1,819 points. Richie Gallagher is second, 1,791 points. So roughly, what's that? I don't know, 29 points or something behind, is he? 29 points, 28 points, something like that.
I wasn't listening.
I know you weren't. Thomas Regan is up to third, 1,790. Simon Stewart is fourth, 1,752. And Trevor Cowdery is fifth, 1,738. Top five staying the same every week. Now, the sneaky thing about this game
same old faces every week in, week out. Same old faces.
I didn't realize.
Boys have left clubs over fucking things like that. Same old faces every week. What's the point? What's the point of me coming here every week trying to win a prize? And it's the same boys week in, week out. Shite.
Take it more serious. Do you want to know where you are?
Where?
You're up a place. You're up to 25th. You're 25th.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Barry Sez is 11th. What's happening with Barry? We need to have a wee word. Right. Take him into the office.
You've taken his focus away from fantasy football back to Subbuteo by making that new feature, and now his head's all over.
Lost interest. I had to get him interested in something else because his fantasy's been terrible. Craig's up to 15th. Craig's going well. I'm still in 18th.
So Craig's moving, but you're staying where you are. Is that what I've heard?
Jude's third from bottom.
Craig's in front. Craig's team's winning, and you're stuck where you are.
What are you getting at here?
I just wanted to be clear. Is that?
I had a complaint from a Rangers fan the other day.
Oh, I'm not surprised. In what form did the complaint take?
He says, I'm a Rangers fan and I watch your show and I think you two are great. And I says, sorry, Mucker, I'm only joking.
That's four. That's four. They won the league for what was it? The 10th time or the 55th time? What was it? The 55th or the 10th?
Their first.
You're so pedantic. You're so jealous. I can't believe you're so jealous.
I can't.
So
I don't know where they're getting
this
55. I don't know where they're getting this 55 from. I don't know where the 55
well, they're so good at football. That's why. That's where they're getting it from. They're so good at football. They keep winning the Scottish League.
The old Rangers won 54 league titles. The new Rangers won one. Right, don't get stuck on that. Oisín's bottom. Sorry, Rangers fans.
Oisín's bottom.
He still hasn't taken a second. I've wrote to him 3 times, read letters and everything. He's not taking it too well. So I don't know. Oisín, just pack up and leave.
Is he in the huff? Are you in the huff? Actually, no. If he's in the huff, I fully support you, actually, to be in the whole year. Fucking
I have a possible job for him. Within the fantasy football realm of the show, the actual fantasy part of it, I might have a job for Ashley. Chief advisor. Might motivate him, might get him into it a bit more. One other thing is Barry Spence, not Barry Spence. Bad Boy Boxes is also sponsoring the wee training walls this month. Elfie got in touch last week. He sent me his Norwegian address, and the ball is on the way to him.
He's a sexy bastard, that Brian, isn't he?
He's
all
good.
The way to Norway.
This week's winner is who's this week's winner? Thomas Regan Jr. has won this week. Thomas Regan Jr. has won himself a training wall, and it's on its way to him because I already contacted them already. So
what age is
that's
Thomas
on its
Regan
way.
Jr.?
30 odds, maybe. I go 30.
A big grown man. I'm clapping. I thought it was a Wayne. I thought it was Thomas Regan's fucking Wayne. Well,
nah. Well, it is Thomas Regan's Wayne, obviously.
But I thought that was maybe a bit patronising then, Thomas Regan Jr. I apologize. But still
Toffee Art Jr. There's no football fixtures in the league until the 3rd of April because of international. We have Ireland and Serbia in the background there, so we'll be keeping a wee eye on that there. And
I have it on the TV, but there seems to be an awful lot of Gareth Bale on the screen, and he's
they're showing Wales in the other channel, so they're doing like one show.
Is that the wrong show?
They're doing all one show. No, you're on the right one. Right, let's go. Guest time. This is your chance to do your intro that you normally do at the end of the show for this week's guest.
Well, I don't think there's no need for any introductions, is there? There's no need. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only world number one. What a coup. Last week we had Vincent out the window now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Ruby Matthews.
Ruby. Welcome, Ruby. Star of the show. Good to see you, Ruby. How are you?
Star of the show.
Hi, thanks.
Why'd you bring Ugly Mug with you?
I don't know, he chose to be here.
He's taking the shine off you, Ruby. He's taking the shine off.
Taking the good look off you, kiddo. Here, obviously.
Take a wee elbow into him.
Obviously, Ruby, you're on the show every week and everybody loves you and you do a great job for us. So we all would like to thank you for everything you do. I know we like to send you text messages, but it's great to finally get you on the show.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Not really.
Bradley's not that.
There's 362 people watching.
Whoa.
464.
360. Sorry, 364.
The show that just grows.
Well, all I can say is we got you before Table Football Monthly got you, so we're happy with that.
Competition?
What competition? What competition?
We're the number one Subbuteo show for Subbuteo people. Obviously, Ruby, you're not having a beer, so we would like to clear that up. Ruby is not drinking. She's drinking a root beer or something now, or a ginger ale. None.
I'm the Ribena, in honor of Ruby.
You're having the Ribena?
Yeah.
Make sure you brush your teeth after, Bradley, okay?
Looks like that Ribena needs more water.
I like it thick. I like it thick and strong.
I'm having a leffy now, so just to keep it. Belgium for Vincent last week. Did you watch Vincent last week?
Yeah, of course.
Good show, wasn't it?
Show every week.
Eh?
I watch the show every week.
I know you do. You always text straight away to say you've got it. Ruby, obviously you're world number one, as Bradley tells you every week. What's it like to be world number one? How do you feel?
It's quite good. I like being number one. It's fun.
And And
we
Does
wouldn't know.
yeah, exactly. Does your dad be jealous that you're world number one?
I don't think so.
Obviously, you were meant to go to the World Cup this year, weren't you? So were you really disappointed that didn't happen?
Yeah, I really was excited to go because it would be a new opportunity and I'd meet people to play in that. So it was a disappointment that we couldn't go, but hopefully it goes ahead next year.
And is it still all the same, Rome, isn't it? Through 2022?
Yep.
Yeah. And your sponsor's still supporting you, everything's there?
Yeah.
You want to thank your sponsor?
Yeah. What's his name?
Show every week and you're always practicing your shots and everything else. How often do you have to practice to be world number one?
Probably every day. But I don't think I don't do it every day.
So you're telling us not every day?
No, I don't practice every day, but I like to about 3 or 4 times.
Oh, happy days. And what's it like with a big bad daddy there? Does he get very competitive?
I don't think so, not really. He doesn't bother.
No?
No.
I've played him. He's a bit ruthless.
He's a big bully.
He is a big bully.
When Ruby wins, she knows she deserves it.
It's true.
Very true, very true. Ruby, what is your favourite Subbuteo place to go travel to? What's been your favourite place? You don't have to say Derry.
Well, you don't have to, but
She did stay at your house.
No, my favourite place was actually Derry.
Yes. Brilliant. And what did you like about Derry? Everything?
People there are fun, and it was the first time I got to fly coming to Derry, so.
Oh, that's right.
So lots of firsts for Derry and Ruby.
Yeah.
How did you finish up in that competition in Derry? Did you come second or on the team day? Did you?
Yeah.
Don't know.
You came second.
He came second. The
Thank
team
you.
day.
Third, didn't we? Because Glasgow won, Derry came second, London Road.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We had
Remember?
we had 2 teams. We had two teams. I forgot. And Bradley was terrible that weekend, if I remember right.
It was awful. Well, I was a busy man. I had a lot in my mind. Hosting, planning, carrying, hooking about, drinking too much.
Getting drunk.
With the Glasgow
Getting drunk
boys
too much
and the London Road guys.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It was awful.
Well, I think on the Sunday I had 4 0-0 draws.
I was all right on the Sunday. It was the Saturday. It was awful. I'll tell the story again. On the Saturday, I only scored 2 goals, and they were both in the one match, and it ended up 1-1.
Well done.
I know. Scored against him. Scored an OG first, and then got one back in the dying seconds.
Believe it or not, I've scored an OG myself. I know how it feels.
Don't feel
I
great.
think that weekend, did I draw 0-0 with you, Ruby, or can I remember that weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've played twice, haven't you? You've had a 0-0 and a 1-1.
And a 1-1, that's right.
The 1-1 was in the Parrot, and I was panicking. And I took no enjoyment in scoring. It was like scoring in my own net. I was really disappointed I scored, but I wish I had a beater because it would be a big kudos if I had a beater.
You know what's come to light since that match, actually, Ruby? I'm sure you noticed at the time, but Watson there tried to flirt as much as he could to put you off. But no. You were ever the professional, and you just pushed it away, fought on through, and got your goal back 1-0.
Yeah.
No, she was beating me.
Brit?
She was beating me. She was beating me 1-0.
I'm not surprised.
It's Lawrence who had to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, was
It
it?
was Ruby. It was Ruby who was farting. Put me off.
I'm surprised at that, Ruby Matthews. I'm surprised at that.
Ruby, who is your biggest rival in your category, in your underage category?
For Wasper, it'd probably be Lucas, because that is virtually the only under 12 player I play. But if it's festive, at the time it was Lewis. Because when I played him, I lost twice, won once, and drew with him. But I think at the moment he was world number one. He was world number one at the time, but now he's second.
Oh.
Hell, rub up you this.
Tell us this, Ruby. Who is the best female player that you have played throughout the World Festive for Waspa? Who's the best player?
Steph.
Just Steph.
Ooh, did you play Steph?
Yeah, I played her in Yorkshire a couple of years ago.
And how did that go?
Aye.
I'm not sure.
I think you lost 2.
I lost. It was 2-0.
Might be.
2-0's good. 2-0's good. I'm sure
Good
Steph
to
would
see.
beat anybody else here. 6-0.
Oh yeah, she'd beat me.
You know?
She probably beat me as well. There's no
She would've.
shame in that.
That's
Anybody
a good
can
score.
beat me.
That's a good result, Rubes.
Bradley, we'll not talk about anyone losing matches. Let's just not talk about that.
Nah.
Ruby, who is? Don't be forced into answering this. Who is the best player in London Road? Say nothing, Kane.
Brian Daly.
Yeah.
Hey.
We can't curse. We can't call him his
cursing.
regular name. Brian is great, isn't he? He's very good, and everybody, he comes up every week in the show for best players and who's the best. Obviously, world number one as well. So 2 world number ones in the same club.
In the same club, some club.
Yeah.
We keep
What is-
going. Just look
what
forward
is-
to being able to play again.
I know.
What is the Unbearables ranking, club ranking?
Oh, obviously we were number 1 last year, but with no events, what we about might be 5th or 6th, but no one's playing, so the rankings are all here, there, and everywhere at the minute, really, based on who can play.
I know.
Yeah.
Steve, it's gone bad because I think you're above me now, Kane.
Oh,
Since
terrible.
so it took a global pandemic to make it happen, but you got your way.
Well, I had a few words with me mates in China. They sorted it for me.
I know. Start eating bats and spitting them, boys.
We're going to get the rankings all sorted for next month because we had Vincent on last week, so he's gonna put me in Martin Og up in 1st and 2nd. So and then I'm gonna put my daughter down in the underage category, and he's gonna put her up in the 1st as well. Sorry, Ruby. So it'll be Derry City number 1 all round. But we've braved Vincent.
Just send the envelope, isn't it?
I don't think anybody's going to push you off number 1, Ruby, are they?
Probably not. I won't let that happen.
Yeah.
Good, that's what I like. Confidence. Just keep plugging away. You'll be up running again soon, aren't you? Just getting restrictions lifted soon over there.
Yeah, we got no set dates. Maybe the end of May.
For
could be June,
for
July.
social gatherings.
Who knows? Because it's an indoor gathering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
What if they lifted to like 2 households? You could maybe bring in Dave and have 2 families in one game, and you could have a Waspa.
As soon as they go back to 6 people can meet, that changes everything. Because even at our venue, I could use 2 rooms, so I can hold an event. And if you're allowed 6 people in a room, I've got 2 rooms, so I can hold an event with 12 people.
But they have to be from 2 households.
No, that's just if they go back to 6 people can meet, regardless
just
of
6 people?
households.
Oh, was it regardless of households? I have no idea what's going on now.
But I lost track months ago.
I just stay in the house and walk a dog.
And then can't do anything come the weekend.
No, it's rubbish. It's rubbish. But at least you get to keep Ruby. At least you've got Ruby to play with, beat or let her. She beats you most weeks now.
It happens.
Keep at it, Ruby. Keep at it. Here, Ruby. We're talking about best and who's the best at this. Who is the best YouTube presenter that you've seen on a Subbuteo show?
Martin.
Ruby, we set this up. You're meant to say me.
That's why you're number one, Ruby.
Man United.
Oh no.
That's right.
Oh no.
That's right.
This is awful. I'm going. Bradley, you can take over.
Go on. That's all right. Go
Bye,
on.
everybody.
Go on.
Bye.
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 Bye, Ruby. Thanks, Ruby.
Thank God Almighty. That's the end of him. Hey, get on with the proper show now. The proper talk.
I don't. Sorry, I forgot. I have another question. And you'll like this question, Ruby, right? Because I like writing this question. Because this was my favourite question when I wrote down when I was writing out all my questions. And I wasn't going to ask it, but you've hurt me. You ready?
Yeah.
How bad are Liverpool?
Well, I think it's G because they haven't won recently. That's the reason they're so bad.
Yes.
And what about their league? The league, the big trophy that they got handed last year.
Flash in the pan.
31 years. You weren't even thought of when, you've been born twice. How long it took them to win this trophy, and now
in the Matrix.
They've just give up. Kane, do you want to help her out? No.
Well,
no.
What are United winning this year?
They could win the Europa League. The Europa League.
Did United not get kicked out of the FA Cup there for some bucket squad the other week?
Hey, you've no word. You've no say in this matter. This is between me and Ruby.
I'm like a conscientious observer. I'm just here watching. Devil's advocate,
Gotta
man.
make sure you don't bully her, haven't we?
I'm only joking, Ruby. Ruby, you're going to show us what's in your box, aren't you? You've got a couple of new teams recently, so you're going to show us what's in your box video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here is Ruby's what's in your box.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
So this is my current box, and it is personalised with my name on top. So at the moment I have two teams. So this is my slightly older team, which is a Liverpool kit. And then this is my latest team, but it is still another Liverpool kit. I also have a cloth which I put polish on. And I have some balls that I play with. And then of course I have my keeper, which has personalised with Waspy Youth #1, and it says London Road. And then I've just got a timer that I use in every game. And this is what it looks like when it's all in my box. Bye.
Right,
Thank you, Ruby.
What's your
new teams?
Tell us now your new base of choice, Ruby. What are you playing with now?
Teamwork universal bases.
Lovely. They're nice.
Magic.
And obviously all Liverpool players are stuck on them, aren't they? Yeah. We don't like Liverpool, Ruby, sorry.
There must be like a Wrexham FC or something close to you, or a Mold United, something like that. You could be getting behind.
No? Wrexham, no chance?
Once a red, always a red, and there's only one red team, and that's Liverpool.
Oh, I was going to say Jerry, sorry. They're red and white. That's okay.
They're the candy stripes. Come on, Martin. Get with it. And they're as bad as Liverpool. They're actually as bad as Wrexham.
Probably are as bad as, probably worse than Wrexham.
We don't want to offend any Wrexham fans because we offended Rangers fans last week. So.
You offended Rangers fans.
There's nothing wrong with Rangers fans.
There's nothing wrong with them. Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah, there's a funny story to that, but there you go. I got a brother who supports Queen's Park Rangers, so that's why I don't like them.
Don't be.
Do you want
don't
me
be
to
digging
edit
into
this
that.
But there you go. That's another strange story. But then I'm also a Liverpool fan who's a Rangers fan as well.
Oh,
You are a Liverpool fan, or a
five.
Rangers fan?
Five
Five of them
Rangers
now.
fans watching.
And there's a lot more of them than people think.
Did they keep it
Goodness.
quiet?
Ruby.
Great.
Ruby.
Yeah, did they keep it quiet? Like a wee, like, did they keep their tops in a secret compartment at the back of the wardrobe?
Probably.
Ruby, are you a Rangers fan?
No.
Ruby, you can come and support Celtic with me.
Well, she doesn't like Celtic either. Are you a Celtic fan, Ruby?
No.
Jenny supports Liverpool.
I support Liverpool and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Stick
One
your
team.
Celtic up your jumper.
Bradley, I'm very impressed with your language this week. Very
You
impressed
like
with that.
He's held it back very well.
I was that close. I was that close to saying something else.
We know what you were close to saying. Don't worry. Well, Ruby, I have to say, really appreciate you coming on the show. You've been fantastic. I hope we didn't scare you too much.
Nah.
Nah.
And you'll look forward to watching the show this week, won't you?
Yeah.
Well, keep doing what you're doing and keep practicing. Keep beating Big Bully there.
Oh, I will.
I know you are. Ruby, you are an amazing ambassador for Subbuteo. You really are. You're an absolute pleasure of a wee girl. You're a lovely wee person, and you're a fantastic player. And you're just going to get better and better. And see, once you get your growth, what are you now, 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get your big growth spurt, Jesus, if you take after him, he'll have no chance against you. Eh? When your legs get to the top of that table, then you'll know what's sticking to you, Kate Matthews.
She'll get her own back at some point. Don't worry about that.
I know.
Here, hopefully we all get to see each other soon at some sort of competition. Once this
Well, all going well, we obviously will have the interclub with Glasgow and Wolves, won't we? So
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, cross our fingers.
So when we can all visit Scotland again, we can arrange. Well, obviously Tom will arrange, and obviously we're all looking forward to it.
Hopefully September, and September will be a blink in the eye. It'll be here in no time.
Well, this is
Hopefully.
when it's possible, and they can arrange a weekend, and that'll be cracking.
Won't it just?
Ruby, you can look forward to beating me again. Well, for once.
That would be great.
For once, that's it. Well, you beat me in a practice match, didn't you? One day in the Parrot, did you come on as a sub at half time and beat me?
Oh, I'm not sure.
That's right.
We've not
That's
mentioned when we played, Lawrence.
Bad internet connection. Kane, what's
I can't. We did play once, though, didn't we?
Was it 5?
But to be fair, it was 0-0 in the second half.
Was it 5 at half time?
It was 5 at half time, yeah.
We also haven't.
Improved. Well done.
Like I say, I'm not the best.
You haven't brought up the last time we played.
One better.
Oh, sorry. What was that, Martin?
I'm just saying, it's failed to bring up the last time that Kane and myself played. Haven't you?
Me? We drew 1-1.
We drew 1-1. That's right. And how was it that we drew 1-1 again?
Well,
you
used your flicking keeper and lost him. So I
in my
scored in
memory.
an open goal.
Dirty dog. 10 seconds to go. I lost my
That was
keeper.
3-0
And what
up.
did he do? What did he do? There wasn't a gentlemanly. Oh, take your keeper back.
No, because you would do that, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, surely. My God. And it says, "Hey, don't be silly. Take your keeper back."
But that's
Take
a
your
choice,
keeper back.
not a rule, isn't it?
It's a choice, is right, and it's a choice you made.
Who plays to deliberately lose?
Me?
yeah, you would think.
No, even if you're not winning, you obviously learning to improve and play better, isn't it? It's no one deliberately loses.
No. Well,
That
sure,
wouldn't have been deliberately losing. That would have been being a gentleman, saying take your keeper back and then taking a shot against the keeper.
Yeah, but when people do that, they're 3 or 4-0 up. I was 1-0 down.
I don't know. 10 seconds to go. I should have tapped the table.
I think we'd be having a different conversation today about when you had a strap on.
No, should have done O'Brien. Said I'm not coming back. I'll never be back in England.
Right. Well, let's just go. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, we'll see you all soon. And thank you, Ruby. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And thank you for letting me on the show.
That's our pleasure.
You're on it every week.
My God.
You're a vital part of it.
Everybody, I'd love to actually see you talking now.
We'll get you back again without him.
Yeah.
He takes a good look off you.
Yeah, well, sure, we'll let you go, and thanks very much, everybody.
Great to speak. Speak to you all soon.
Thank you, Ruby, and thank you, Kane, or Kanye, as he's known to his friends.
Kanye, but mostly thank you, Ruby.
Ruby, I know. Thank you. Fantastic. Great to finally get a good interview with her. So the only thing left, we don't have Ruby now in the show. We've done the Ruby part. We fast forward. So all we have now is Painter's Corner.
Oh, Painter's Corner.
Painter's Corner. So here is Painter's Corner. Thank you, everybody.
What about this for Painter's Corner?
Oh, here we go. Another fucking. He's done another arm in the Scotland keeper.
Scotland keeper's finished.
Right.
This will be 7 West Germany 1990.
Fantastic. Maybe they'll get on Painter's Corner when they're finished.
Nah, shit.
Nah. Right. The only one thing left to do. Our friend.
You say it like how long? You say it like there's only one thing left to do, as if it's a chore.
No.
As if it's not the highlight of the fucking show.
Yeah.
As if it's not the only thing keeping bums on seats in front of their laptops.
I wish I was in Carrickfergus. Sorry, I was thinking back to last week.
That's why you're not doing the singing.
I know.
Bring it on. Get Craig. Bring it on home now. We get
Bring it on home, Craig the Lips Stewart.
When I say to the doorway, there is but one concern. Oh, just discovered. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls' mothers are bigger than other girls' mothers. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls' mothers are bigger Matra as he opened the crates of ale. Oh, I say, some girls are bigger than others. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls' mothers are bigger than other girls' mothers. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls are bigger than others. Some girls' mothers are bigger than other girls' mothers.
Beautiful, Craig. Beautiful. Thank you very much. So
Voice of an angel. Voice of an angel.
We're out of here. We'll be back next week. We don't have fantasy football next week, but we'll be back next week, and we will have some sort of show.
Do we not get a week off if there's no fantasy football?
No, we never take a week off. This is football monthly.
Give the
weekly.
people what they want. Give the people what they want.
Football weekly. Right.
What sort of football weekly?
Cable football weekly.
Cable football weekly.
Coming at you. Right then, Bradley. Get that pitch finished. We'll feature it next week in the show. We could do an extended show because your pitch.
Extended Life's a Pitch with flicks for kicks.
I can't believe you remembered that.
Okay.
After a bottle of red wine.
Rabina.
Cheers, everybody. Have a good week. Stay safe and see you all next week. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.